Hi, Chloe.
Hi. How are you, Helen?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. Are you?
Yes, I'm all right. Feeling a bit cold after the wonderful weekend, but
Well, you're going to feel even colder quite soon, Chloe.
this idea seemed a good thing last week.
It was a great idea when the sun was shining. But anyway, we're going to be brave, aren't we?
We are indeed. So this week we're doing ice and showing you how we do our different ice plays at Messy Hands and giving you some ideas for things that you could do at home.
Excellent. Do you want to explain what you have made, Chloe, first?
Yes. So I have got a variety of different things. So I've got a it's called a cup. It's a cupcake tray, silicone one. You can see that it's full of water, so I'm not going to do it too much. And so I've frozen those so they're heart shaped. And then I found all sorts of different things from the garden. So I've got bits of rosemary, so sensory kind of play that smells. I found this Lego man.
Oh,
So there's lots of different ideas that you could freeze to keep your kids entertained. Anything that they like doing, you could freeze. Squash. So that's sensory because they can just sit and suck it and drink it. And petals, like a rose petal. That's what I've frozen. And then in a big one, I have frozen a dinosaur.
Yay, look at that.
Who is starting to bubble and make random noises. It's quite off-putting and unnerving.
Yeah, we're hoping it's not going to explode.
Yeah, good.
Right, well, I have got similar. I just used to freeze mine. I just used some plastic cups, little like IKEA plastic cups, because I don't have very much room in my freezer. So I'm going to see if I can just bring these. I can't tell you how beautiful these are in real life, Chloe. They're so pretty. I could actually just sit and.
They're not too good to play with.
You can just sit and look at them for ages and talk about them first before you melt anything, because the kind of speech and language you can get out of this kind of activity is brilliant. So I'm dripping. Oh, it's dripping very nice purple colours from the pansies. I didn't know that would happen, but there we go. And then I went for a blue one, just a coloured blue version. So if you had lots of different colours, or different paints, you could just make a whole selection of those. I also went for a sensory one, which has got lavender, chives, and a bit of Christmas tree in there as well. Again.
Still have your Christmas tree?
It's an old potted one that's still growing in the garden. So I just chopped a bit off that. But yes, that should smell quite interesting when it all melts. But again, so pretty. And then I went for a 5 speckled frogs themed one. So I've got the logs in the bottom. Because obviously I couldn't fit one whole log that would fit all the frogs on, so I chopped it in half. And my speckled frogs at the top.
Hopefully they're plastic frogs.
So they're little like plastic, like little play frogs, not real live frogs, Chloe. So those are my one, and that one I thought you could melt and count them as they come out, and then you can sit them all on the log and sing the song. So yes, they're my ones.
Now, when I froze mine, as you can see with my Lego man, they all floated to the top. So my Lego man is frozen with his arm up in the air going, save. How can you try and get them to make sure that they stay in the ice and not on the top?
Well, my ones, because obviously, because my flowers did the same initially, obviously. So I just stuffed loads in, just pressed them all down. But things like buttons and beads and things work really well because they sink to the bottom. Things that are a bit heavier, and then you can put sequins in, and they all float at the top, and then that looks really pretty. Just as another idea. But yeah, I just basically stuffed it full, and eventually they all kind of went to the bottom.
Cool. Now you might think ice is a bit odd one, but this is like Helen was saying. There's great speech and language stuff, and it's great science as well. When I was training to be a teacher, this is a big science thing. You're looking at different states of whether it's a liquid, solid, changing state, and things. And so what we do once we've frozen them is we melt them, and so that's the fun part. Is watch it freeing whatever's inside.
Yeah, you're going to be a bit an archaeologist with your dinosaur, Chloe, uncovering your dinosaur.
Indeed. So I have got some pipettes. Now we brought these really excited for Messy Hands, and we've not been able to use them yet because we haven't been able to open, which is sad. These are very cool. So I've got a jug of warm water, and then you can just use cold water because it's still warmer than the ice, but warm water makes it quicker. And then you can just squirt on them and get them to melt.
So pipettes take a little bit of patience, really, don't they? And they're a little bit tricky for younger ones to use, to get the whole squeezing the air out and then letting go and holding them under the water. It's quite tricky, isn't it? So I've got a couple of other alternatives, which are more kind of, you just squeeze, you don't have to wait.
Yeah.
So I've got a barbecue sauce bottle. Sorry, Owen. Owen's trying to do his schoolwork over in the corner of the dining table. It could end up a bit soggy by the end. And a water bottle, which is quite good. I'm doing it gently, Owen, although I'm very tempted right now.
Yeah, I found an old washing machine bottle in my cupboard. That works quite well as well. Good square. And that works really well, actually.
These are good, these ones as well, because they take a little bit longer to empty than a pipette.
Yeah.
So I know sometimes at Messy we've had to do it. You have to be constantly filling pipettes, don't you, or little squeezy things, and they're emptied really quickly. So whereas these you can be filling quite a few, and it keeps them occupied for longer, really, because it takes longer to empty them, doesn't it? But yeah, I also got just a selection of different sized scoops, which are quite satisfying. This one as well. And then I got a ladle.
Ooh.
A little, I don't know if you can see him. There we go.
Yeah.
He's a dinosaur.
That's very cool. I need that one with my
Dinosaur ladle, see? And then just an ice cream scoop to pour. So really, you can root about and find anything for this play, and it just keeps them occupied for so long, doesn't it? Until they get too cold.
Indeed. And like what we can do, and sometimes it happens at Messy Hands, when we freeze like a big bowl in the freezer, depending what size you've got, they'll get so far and then get bored, and then you can just put it back in the freezer again, and then get it out at this point. You don't have to do all in one go, which is quite really nice.
I mean, there is something really nice about the bit when we freeze them in big bowls, isn't it? And it just looks so exciting and tempting, doesn't it? But actually, I'm pleased with how these have worked, considering they're so much smaller. I think if you do only have a little bit of space, it's still worth even just doing an ice cube tray or something like that. It is worth doing, isn't it?
Yeah. If you do an ice cube tray, you can pop a few out at a time and then refill it and put it back, and always have something on the go for you to explore with. I've got a tub tray that we have at Messy Hands, a messy play tray on my kitchen table. Helen's got a glass dish.
Yeah.
You can do lots of things. You can do this at home or inside if you've got. I mean, you can do it on your kitchen floor if you've got stuff that you can mop up, and you're happy for messy play, or do it in the bath if you don't get it everywhere. Probably a bath is pretty.
It's so easy to clear up this one, isn't it? It's actually a very low maintenance. Apart from the initial preparation of freezing things, it's actually a very quick and easy one to do, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the ones that I've got squash wise, they're a bit sticky, so obviously like compared to a bit sticky if you do food related ones.
Yeah, I've never tried it with any other food though. Have you?
No, but I'm just thinking like you can do. Well, if you did it with frozen yogurt or whatever, you'd waste the yogurt really, wouldn't you? Unless you use milk to melt it, and you could eat the whole thing.
That could be very
nice. A bit weird.
Yeah, and you probably couldn't see the things inside in quite the same way. I mean, they just look so beautiful when they're all kind of shiny and just lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very pretty one.
Melted my squash ones, they're gone.
I've retrieved a pansy, but that's about it.
I've almost rescued. I've rescued my Lego man. My Lego man is come out now. Cool. So there's a little messy play that you can do at home and have lots of fun with. You can have just as much fun as what the kids are, and carry on with it enough.
Quite therapeutic, actually, isn't it? Because it's not an instant thing. It is quite. It's just quite relaxing, actually. I'm quite happy here, and it is fun. It's one that you can really go with their interests with. So whatever they're interested in, you can use.
Yes. Like I've got dinosaurs here. I've got Lego men. I've got flowers. I've got squash. I've got a pig.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, cars or trains or anything you can.
Yeah.
Put in.
Obviously, you don't mind if it does explode or whatever in the freezer. You don't mind it potentially breaking or having some ice damage.
I mean, a good tip actually with these, if you're doing them in cups or things like that, if you just give them, once you've filled them, just give them a really good tap, just to get some of the air bubbles out, and you get it clearer, but also it slightly mitigates against the big air bubbles that suddenly explode on you. So
yeah. That I did not do, and my dinosaur was full of air bubbles, which is why it was probably singing to me.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, just a really good tap. Quite a lot of air bubbles came to the top, and they are actually really nice and clear, these ones. So I did try. I've heard that if you boil the water first, it gives a clearer ice block. But I have to say, I did one of them with boiled water, and I can't tell which one it is, so it can't.
So it can't make that much difference.
No, it can't. Maybe it was that one. No, I don't actually know. I don't know. Right. Cool. I have to say my hands are really cold now.
I know. We hope you enjoyed that, and it's given you something to do. If there's any messy plays that you see us do at Messy Hands that you'd like to know how to do, that we might be able to do, we're more than happy to do videos of how to, that you can do them at home. Yeah, do let us know.
Yeah, brilliant. All right then.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.